Astralis. KGB gets wrecked by the Famas from Fur, and he's actually by himself in middle as well, so that's actually a massive scalp to take.
Well, that's also a very missed smoke.
Yep.
Very, very dangerous. He's not feeling too comfortable with it. He's going to fall back, but it's fast up catwalk again. This is Astralis. They've been so aggressive in this half so far. Very fast-paced, and they see nothing into the A bomb site. And there was a timer on how long they could be aggressive out towards bricks, towards that A bomb site. And now that timer kind of clicked off in their head, so they've got to fall back and kind of sustain. But look at, we mentioned the nades on the Luminosity side. They've got nothing left. They've got a smoke and 2 flashes for over a minute left. Still
a massive advantage for Astralis. They've got the AWP. They can slow things down. Device has plenty of time to find something here. He's edging his way up towards the A site, looking for anyone that'll give him an inch here. No one going to be committing at this point, though. I think this is 5 in the CTs. They're waiting for the Ts to make their next move, actually commit to the site. And this could be it right now.
Unfortunately, there's no map control anywhere for Astralis. They basically have to hit the safe bomb site. And there's the drop. Fur's going to be the one to handle this. Is he going to come through the smoke inside? No, he's not. Xyp9x gets a couple free shots, but he's eventually dropped. He missed something. FNX is still alive, and this A-take is going nowhere. All of Luminosity is here. Fur's not able to land any shots, though, so Dupree gets 2. Still very, very low on HP on the Astralis side. But they're handling it so well.
Absolutely. Now the CTs without kits, with 1 flashbang. They're both going to be towards CT spawn as well. Possibly the worst area to try and retake the A side from. No pincer potential here. It's just going to be Astralis holding up. They have got very low HP in terms of Karrigan and Device. There's still an opportunity here, but Karrigan landing the shot onto coldzera. Dupree finishes things off, and it was an interesting start to the round from Astralis. After all that pause time, he decided to send 1 through the mid doors by himself and not have any refrag, which gave away their first kill, but they managed to bounce back. It was a decent execute, like we said, dropping down to CT spawn. I managed to exchange frags there, and once the CTs were at the bandits' advantages, had nothing left to actually retake with, both in CT spawn, trying to come in with no flashbangs or smokes, no kits. So
and that's kind of why you saw a very disjointed retake. You saw players just running up by their own through a smoke, trying to get up a ramp and trying to make something happen because they don't have the utility to have a more calculated retake on that bomb site. They don't have the flashes or the nades. So they've got to just try and make those individual plays, and Astralis held them all back, but just barely.
Well, controlling the money game now. It's going to be Astralis at 4-0 up. It's going to force Luminosity now onto 5-7s, Deagles, and P250s. Long take has come in for Astralis. This is obviously one of the strongest parts of the map to take. If you have control of this, and you can actually control the other flanks, so you can see Karrigan holding B tunnel, Xyp9x holding middle, you can just bide your time at this point. You don't need to rush into any scenario. Trying to get some intel, see if his CT will face, get a little pick. It's going to be Fallen challenging first. He gets taken down, and now they can kind of have the option to pincer the side. They'll actually be committing 4 players up towards long. coldzera though, and FNX finding kills here. So it's going to be a 3-on-3 still. I thought Astralis would have more convincing crossover to the side. Molotov to the face, of course.
It seemed like they employed that. There's always that debate on anti-eco rounds. Do you smoke off cross? Because then it just allows the pistols to get a little bit closer up, gives them a lot of room. But they don't do it there, and they get punished for it. Now a Device behind the smoke, going to do some work. Swaps over to the MAC-10 very, very quickly, but he gets dropped by Fur. Right through the smoke. Must have seen the edge of him down to a 2-on-2, and these jumping Deagles are scaring the hell out of Astralis.
Absolutely. 2-on-2 situation now. The CT's still at a big disadvantage. The P250 from coldzera edging its way in. The headshot lands, takes down Xyp9x, and now it's going to be Karrigan in a horrible situation. 30 seconds remaining. He hasn't got the bomb as well. Still has the cross. Smoke dissipates, and this is a shot he has to hit. He goes down to 11 HP. I think this is it. Going to be dropped now. So much pressure on him. Just can't seem to find anything here. And now walking onto the ramp. That's going to be it, I think. Surely, as he does find the kill on coldzera, the plant comes in as well.
Down into the one-on-one. Karrigan, he's got to be careful of the jump shot first, just waiting to see if he can spot him over the railing. And Karrigan can't take a single shot, obviously, and he's just biding his time, knowing Fur's got to come up the ramp. He's just got his crosshair trained on it. There's the jump. Fur now knows where he is.
Oh,
the jumping off, in fact.
Please not like this.
Not like this at all. And there it is, Karrigan, a huge 1-on-2 to win.
I didn't think he had a chance in that whatsoever. Once he got taken down to that HP and 2 CTs to find, I thought they'd be facing right together, but they kind of separated themselves, which was surprising. And Karrigan found his way to the site once the bomb was down. It became a much more interesting affair. But round number 6 comes in. Just quickly, I find it interesting that they actually committed fully up towards long. I think once you have long control, pincering the A side from short as well, that's got to be the best way to do it. Then you don't get wrecked through the smoke there. You have control, you have vision on both sides of the map. But regardless, we're going into the first real gun round here. Double AWPs for the CTs. And we'll see where they decide to bring them. I think there's going to be one towards the B side. That's coldzera, holding that turret sort of style. And Fallen will be on the A bomb site, kind of rotating between short, long, and towards mid.
Yeah, and this is the first real test for Astralis on their T side with this double up setup that we've seen Luminosity destroy plenty teams with, especially on the defense. And this allows Luminosity to be much more spread out at the moment. They could be a little bit more static. Cold is going to be in the back of the B bomb site. Full mid control for Astralis. They're going to take up towards catwalk.
Well then. Nothing really going on right now. It's just going to be Astralis slowly trying to gain information here. Dupree going to be molotoving the bomb site, try and See if he can spot someone retreating from the site here. Smoke down towards CD spawn as well. Here comes the drop as well. Should find this frag here, but it's FNX coming out on top. He's ready for it. Decent nade towards middle as well. There are going to be terrorists coming out in that area. This is a round locked down by LG. Zipex now stuck in a very difficult situation. He's got 2 teammates in the upper tunnels, but Luminosity aren't taking this bait whatsoever. They're ready for whatever move the Dane's going to present next.
Yeah, it's so important as well, Luminosity, with this switching into this double op setup, how expensive it is to keep as many people alive, especially in this first round win.
Especially with that round potential, that round reset potential coming in.
Yeah.
If you lose one after winning the next round, you need to keep as many players alive in this round, especially just to have a chance of buying. But Zipex does find a kill towards CD spawn. That's FNX. Very patient play coming in from him. And now the teammates will be making their way towards the B side. Got to find that next kill as well. Cold Zero comes out to him. Needs to find a kill here. There's going to be third stick on Zipex, and there it is. Cold Zero finds Cajun B as well. That should be the round secured with 10 seconds remaining in a 3-on-1. Still trying to get something out of this.
Oh, Cold being a little bit over-aggressive there, going for the no-scope. The plant's at least going to go down, but Cold doesn't want to challenge with just the AWP. Meanwhile, Device up on the boxes. What can he do? He's going to try and challenge, but too close up. There's the M4 from first. So it's going to be the first round on the board for Luminosity, 1-5. They survive with both ops. 3 members live. So they can build up a little bit of money, but they have to string them together. If they're going to keep this double op setup, if they're going to keep rebuying this utility and want to move forward with that, they need to continue to sustain through the next couple of rounds.
Yeah, Astralis went for that drop down mid-split, and we kind of discussed before. It wasn't so much an A fake coming into it, it was just trying to get Dupree in position to take out the CT spawn player before his teammates made their move towards the mid doors. But unfortunately, he got dropped by FNX straight away. That kind of gives the game away as to what's going in. It's obvious that no one's going to be committing towards A at that point. CT's can keep 2 players towards B, and FNX down their second frag as well. Did make it slightly competitive. They've got a couple of kills on towards the bomb site, but this is the round that really matters for Luminosity. Yeah,
if Luminosity lose this round, it might be difficult for them to get double op set up again in the future, because they'd have to at least double save if they wanted to get 2 ops out on the board. Yep. So in a situation like that, moving forward into the future, it would have to take some kind of losing bonus for them to get it up to just 1. So this is very, very important if they want to continue this strategy of 2 ops.
No fast play coming in from the Danes just yet. Going to be holding up in another default. Happy focusing towards short, and this is where Fallen's adjusted his setup now. He's going to be looking for that first frag. It's been Dupree has been leading the charge here. Will he be able to do anything with this? Decent flashbang with Fallen finds Carrigan. Fully blind, of course, just pulls the trigger as soon as the flash goes off. And they're looking for the refrag, which is the right thing to do, but FNX there to back him up. Does find the second kill as well. Zipex towards long finds Fur, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough at this stage as Fallen has adjusted himself once more towards the long doors.
FNX has got to be careful, though. Good positioning by him in the bomb site. I think Astralis got caught off guard. I mean, normally when you see an opera in that position, you don't expect him to have support in the bomb site. FNX pushing up, gets that kill, and it's traded off by Device, so down into a 2-on-3, but Fallen still on the site. He's got the good angle, and Device just shows his shoulder a little bit too much. Fallen still in the open, though.
Yeah, Zipex, 3-on-1 situation with a Molotov and 50 HP. Has got time to play with, but unfortunately for him, we've got Taco in lower B, Cold Zero middle, Fallen waiting for him in CT spawn. There's not really many options. If he can somehow find his kill on towards Fallen, that opens up the A site, but that's quite a tall order in itself.
Well, he spotted Taco, so he knows he's here, so he's looking for that. He knows it's isolated into a 1-on-1, but Taco's just going to win it out. So a second round now for Luminosity. The money is beat up on the Astralis side, and more than likely we'll either see a small investment of Force by Deagle in armor, Tech 9 in armor, perhaps a little bit of utility, but they can't afford the rifles this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going to be some pistols, and most teams on these sort of rounds will go for the mid-split if they can. Default at the start, get some players towards lower B. You see Carrigan has that 1 smoke. That'll presumably be towards CD spawn. Or they could do the contact B play. You smoke in front of the tunnels and try and burst through. We'll see which way they go with this one. Looks like they will be going for the former. As they send 3 players towards lower B. I'll check if one of those is Carrigan. It is, but Cold Zero finds the first kill on towards Zipex. He probably had the flashbang towards the top and middle.
Yeah, he did.
So taken down, so that's one of their options taken away. Pretty poor smoke towards shorter. That's where they're planning on going. You can't actually see over that, but they will be bouncing around. There it is. That's why that smoke doesn't really work.
Yeah, they just really didn't have any other option, I don't think. Yeah. FNX takes him down. You saw they had to adjust things. That was going to be a burst out mid to try and take over one of the AWPs, but because their player at top mid gets taken out, they have to adjust and go up catwalk instead, and that funnels them right into another AWP. So Luminosity doing a really good job in these past couple of rounds of making sure their 2 ops, these 2 expensive, important weapons, are the ones making contact on the defense.
Yeah, the money kind of starting to swell now as well. They win this round, they're into about the 8K region, but we'll see how round number 9 goes down. Device back on the AWP. He's currently top fragging for Astralis as well, 7 and 5. We'll see what their approach is this time. Been lots of defaults here, just trying to feel out the map and seeing what's going on. Luminosity, in terms of the aggression they're presenting, they've only really moved and fallen around a couple of times. They're not pushing into upper tunnels or trying to be aggressive towards short like we saw in the pistol round. And we'll see what goes on this time. It's going to be Cold Zero with that up towards mid doors. What's his plan here? Push through. towards the Xbox. Had a gap there to work with as well.
We did after Austin, I believe, I can't remember who told us this, that they asked Luminosity if there was any secret they had for this event that they hadn't shown yet. Oh, and he almost spots that. A little bit of boost over. And I believe it was actually Taco that mentioned that he had like 3 one-way smokes that he has in his pocket that he hasn't used yet. And I assume, I mean, maybe if we see something that creative, that is one of the ones that they wanted to bust out here facing elimination. So not bad from them. You can definitely see how that could be perfectly utilized at some point.
Yeah, we saw it from the T POV and couldn't actually see through that smoke at all. And Coldera had full vision. But here we go then. Coldera now back towards long. There are terrorists inside those doors. So can he find something with this? The idea is to find one frag, fall back, but he is by himself. It's why kind of a high-risk maneuver. There's no one to play off. Once he misses that shot, he's very isolated at this point. Flash is coming in as well. The terrorists want to capitalize at this stage. Fully flash, and there's a kill. He does manage to leg one, but it's not going to be enough. Terrorists have control of long. They're smoked off the corner as well, just removing the CT vision from any backing up players, but they're going to have to retreat now. This is the options now for the CT to have a push through middle or upper B, try and regain some map control. Now they've fully lost long and a player. They need to adjust. There needs to be a reaction.
And it looks like the reaction is going to be out towards mid. Device has got to be careful. Fallen takes him down. They have 3 players here lined up to take mid. There's a pop flash over. They're not going to move with it, perhaps because they got that pick.
Yeah.
They decided not to continue with that tactic. Either way, they're going to push through a little bit delayed, try and grab some information, but Kerrigan and T-Spawn has spotted it out. And that has actually split that aggression. Fur's the only one in the upper B tunnels. He's going to get a free kill here. Very low HP. It's not entirely free. Down to 20 HP. But that splits one member. Cajun is now on the site, and he's got a couple targets to shoot at. Manages that well on a Taco, but only 7 seconds left. The bomb has got to sprint in. I don't even think there's time. This round's already over.
Yeah, I actually can't win the round. You need 4 seconds on the clock to even plant the bomb. And to be Luminosity locking it down. So after even losing that first frag, Astralis had the advantage, and then Luminosity reacting well. Like we said, it's one of the classic CS maps. If you lose the first kill on real estate on the map, you need to be reacting. You have to pushing B tunnels, pushing short. This time they focus towards middle, found the kill on towards device, and has waited for Astralis to make the next move at that stage. Funneled them towards the B site. Once they found that first kill, Astralis has had no time to work with there. And they're going to be force buying into this round now. They've got 3 AKs and Tech 9's reinvestment.
Yeah, and this is one of the things Threats always talked about, where if opponents save their weapons, they're going to buy behind it. If they have 3 guns, they're going to have 2 Tech 9s behind it. So it's a little bit easier to manage if you're the team facing against that. So
I think it's a really interesting idea. Like the fact that allow them to stay alive, just so they go. Yeah. They never really recover their economies. They're constantly force buying, trying to balance everything out with the save guns.
It is a pretty interesting take on that, and you can see. I mean, NIP has a lot of success with their anti-ecos, so he's kind of revolutionizing in that regard. Either way. This time where the kill is going to come for Astralis. They went up 5-0 and they've been stopped for 4 in a row. This double up setup, once again, effective for Luminosity. This time looks towards mid. That's going to be a smoke towards CT spawn. And that smoke from Luminosity is a little bit off, so Device is able to creep out and find a big gap in it.
Yeah, looking like they're trying to get some intel here to see what kind of presence the CTs have towards middle. Leaving Device there for now. He's got the Tech 9, so presumably they may go for an A attack here and leave him in the rotations, listening out for B footage, but Dupree still waiting in B, so I'm interested to see what the approach is with it. I'm swinging towards CT spawn. And now maybe the full B split could come in.
Yeah, smoke at the base of B tunnels as well for Dupree to try and get close up to this opera, just waiting for his teammates to blow up through that smoke. And here comes Taco. Flash from his teammate. That gets him 1 kill, but now Cold's got to hold on for so much longer, and he's pinned down. He does get 1. Can he get another? He's got to try for it. Almost lands that flick, and Kerrigan's in here just waiting to cut off rotations. Fallen has no idea this is coming, and there it is from Kerrigan. 1 more to deal with. That first kill took a little bit too long. He can't adjust properly.
He can't do it at all, but it's going to be a 2-on-2 now. CTs don't have much to work on in terms of utility. 1 HG grenade, but it's the same story for the terrorists. Zipex and Device, AK and all respectively, and then retake's about to come in. It's going to be CTs trying to stick together towards that door area, and this could work out very effectively. See this crossfire on the site. They do spot the CTs coming through the doors here. Zipex finds the first frag and Device finishing things off, so decent crossfire there. It was a difficult buy for Astralis, but they make it work. 6-4 now, and the Tech 9s prevail. That's all down to Kerrigan on that short area. It's getting so much aggro towards middle. He's just kind of hanging out towards short. Finds, I don't know how he got towards CT spawn like that, but I assume he dropped down through the smoke when they weren't looking.
That or just ran through the smoke in a time that was just a little bit fortunate. Found some random timing.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a smoke that they threw, like the drop smoke, and he had a little bit of cover towards long. Either way, I mean, now Luminosity is at the point. Their economy's broken. If they lose this, it's all over. But same with Astralis, and FNX is going to start Luminosity off on the right foot. Okay. In fact, he's going to start off on both right feet. 2 kills for him, down to a 3-on-5.
That was, like I said, it's one of those maps you get a decent long spawn. It can be very viable just to go for that straight up long face with a couple of flashbangs. But this time it's going to be FNX stepping up massively with the FAMAS of all weapons. And that's a big round for Luminosity. Like I said, the money's poor. They have no kits, very little grenades, and now 5-on-3. Terrorists trying to do what they can towards middle. It's Device that finds the kill on towards Cold Zero. That's another big kill to take because that's the vision taken away from middle now. Fur has to rotate from CT spawn. And we'll see what Astralis bring to the table. A little decoy smoke towards CT there, just to take away some vision, see what the CTs do with this one. So Device is holding towards mid. The problem is, you need to be very careful from long.
What he has done, though, is at least freeze Fur and CT spawn. So Taco's very isolated, very much on his own. He's going to spray through. Does a little bit of damage, but that reload's going to allow Astralis to get very, very close up, and he's aware of this. There's the one flashbang jumping through his Xyp9x. Kerrigan does trade that off, so good find, but it's a one-on-one over here. Device has to get here quickly. He's in B tunnels. Fur's just going to rush in and stop the plant, or is he? He is. He does finally find it, so it's a 1-on-3. There's plenty of time to wait for Device to get there.
I guess the idea is they were up against the ropes. They wanted to get a tunnel plant down just so they could have that crossfire once again. Yep. Once that plant's down, if it does get successfully put down there, Device has got the open tunnels, and then he really has a chance of clutching that situation regardless of what goes on. So I guess it's like the Hail Mary play. See what he can do with it. He could have done the safe plan, like you said, waited. But he just he had his eyes on the prize, Moses. He wanted to see what he could do with that situation.
Tunnel vision. Sometimes you get it.
Oh, there we go. Astralis now, after winning one round, they get fully reset. That's only $1,400 coming into your accounts this round, so they can't really justify much more than Desert Eagles. P250s and Glocks, of course, as the aggression coming in. Is Fur trying to capitalize on this low money. He gets taken down by the Desert Eagle. A couple of frags, though, coming in for the CTs. That should be the round stabilized at this stage, and coldzera still facing, of course.
It's very, very cool to watch Luminosity on the CT side, the layers of cover they have for their teammates. First pushing up Catwalk, they have another player right behind him to watch lower B, and then when his vision transfers to the top of Cat, you have Cold and mid as well. So really, really good defense is ensured that only Fur falls, because there was a lot of danger for a couple more people from Luminosity to drop. So it is going to be all tied up. Luminosity finally gets there. Fallen's going to end it 6-6 now.
We've seen a lot of crazy comeback today. I wouldn't call this one up in the same leagues as the NIP one earlier, but still very impressive from Luminosity. That's God tier.
That was God tier.
We come out from 14-2. That's
after losing pistol.
After losing pistol, yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
But it's another eco for Astralis. Only get $1,900 this round, of course, so can't really do much there. They probably want to get the price back on the AWP. So they'll just be going for some Desert Eagles, Tech 9, PT50, and just looking like they may be just bundling out towards middle. They have all 5 committed to this side of the map. No, actually opting towards short. I'm not really sure they're going to be hope to get out of this one. Incendiary comes in, Fallen finds the first frags. It's going to be the shooting gallery at this point. They don't have anything to hold him off, and he just gets the second, not the third. Next chiming in, but this round's over. I think it's a bit of a throwaway round. The only objective they've already got is try and get the bomb down. Dupree finds 2 kills, which works for him, but that just pays off his Deagle debt to this stage.
Yeah, and I mean, no utility. If you're going to invest in those pistols like that, maybe just 1 or 2 flashbangs to get you a little bit wider to swing on Fallen. Either way, back AK-47s are out.
Here we go then. Problem is, double orbs for CTs are also out.
It's been a 7-1 run since they brought out the double AWP. You can see how effective that is, especially in the hands of Cold and Fallen.
Especially have players like Fallen changing their position every single round. You can see Fallen's towards B now. So it is very dynamic here, taking advantage of the spawns and trying to mix things up, and he's going very aggressive towards that tunnel area.
You control the map by not even doing anything. If Astralis sees this op in so many different positions in the future, they have to be so careful and use a lot of utility just to ensure they don't get killed by it.
Yeah, just to eradicate
just
that
the paranoia.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing, right? If he's changing his position up and you've done it one round, you can never be too sure whether he'll be there again. That's what all the top orbers will do, and try and get in the heads of the terrorist, make them expend so much of their utility. But it looks like, once again, focusing towards the catwalk area, but coldzera, he's waiting there with the orb this time. Will he be able to land the shot? Waiting for the flashbang to come in, then he faces, but Dupree's ready. Takes his head off.
That was a pre-fire at the corner. That wasn't even like expecting that kind of a peak. So a little bit.
Both of them are expecting the plays there. So we've got coldzera just waiting with the flashbang before he faces, then Dupree is coming in with a straight up headshot.
And just like you mentioned earlier, you lose map control in one area, you take it back in the other, and that's Fallen pushing into upper B, dropping Cajun B. So he equalizes and he finds all the information that there's nobody in the upper B portions of this map. So now it's all down to this A hit. FNX is out in the open. That's a very committed fight. The Molotov forces him back.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with that situation. But now we just have Fur towards long by himself. He's going to wait for some rotations here from his teammates. Can't really justify facing it, considering the positions of Astralis. But it's going to be Kerrigan. Should be landing this shot by now. How does he not win that duel?
That's awkward. That's unfortunate. Kerrigan's going to be a little bit stressed out because of that. The tap's not connecting. Now you can see down into a 3-on-3. A little bit more doable, but Xyp9x still lurking out long. Such a difficult battle for Fur to win, and there go his teammates as well. Dupree chiming in. It's down to just Taco, and what can he really hope to do?
There it is. Astralis do bounce back there. It got a little bit hairy at one stage, but that Molotov onto the bomb site, you have to question why.
It's crucial.
Yeah, that was so potent. The fact that they forced the CT actually to face fully in the open, give themselves a nice guaranteed kill there. It was quite back and forth there, like you said. Fallen coming in the reaction. It's just that kill towards long. If they had lost that round because Carrigan didn't land that shot, that would
be heartbreaking, wouldn't it?
Those are the difficult ones to swallow. But going to the last round here, Astralis in a great position to actually win this half. There's still a double orb setup available for Luminosity, but you can see it's a 5-7 on Taco and FNX on towards that Famus. No kits. And it's glass cannon for Cold Zero as well. So Dupree coming in very quickly here. He's actually made it all the way to the B side undetected. This should be a guaranteed round at this stage. No way. How's Cold Zero found that shot?
Oh, how does he find that one? What is this? Cold just stops them dead in their tracks. It should have been Astralis. It should have been a B bomb site wide open and a huge advantage for the Danes, but Cold puts an end to it.
If you're getting terrorists to the window and door, like completely undetected, that should be the round over. There should be no way the CTs can even adjust to that. But somehow he flicks around, finds two. I'm not sure they're both no scopes. The second one suddenly was not borderline, but it's going to be now Device left in a almost impossible situation. The CT's face at the same time, or Crawlin rips his head off. That does it as well. They are going to win the half, but I'd love to see a replay of how that went down from Cold Zero's point of view. How he found 2 kills there, that's insane.
Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting from Cold Zero.
As you can see, Astralis, that's actually the perfect call for them. If you're getting all the way out to that kind of the site, that you're getting to the window before you're even detected, like I said, that should be a trade instantly. There should be no way he's running 2, but somehow Cold Zero comes out on top, and a difficult buy, he makes it work for them. Fallen finishes things off, and that double orb setup once again prevails.
Well, it was crazy. He had no armor as well. That was a glass cannon up, so he takes those. So you could see Dupree almost was thinking it was an easy kill. He got so excited.
The whole thing was they didn't want to throw too much utility in terms of like flashing over. They didn't want to give the game away. It's too easy. They wanted to be just like facing straight away and ripping their heads off. But didn't we?
Nope, we're good. We're good. We're to the match.
Confusing times, of course.
Welcome
back into it. But it's Astralis leveling things up at 8-8. Just as far as we knew, or know, they won the pistol, so don't worry about it.
They did win. That's both pistols for Astralis, actually.
That is. Let's see if they can capitalize here. No force buy, interesting enough, from Luminosity. They have gone for a little bit, obviously going for the AKs in the third. We'll see what they can do here.
They could be haunted a little bit. Like we mentioned some of the economic wars you can have by force buying in some of the second rounds. They had it earlier on train. That's kind of what helped them lose that match.
Yep, it's true.
Put them in an awkward buying situation for the rest of the half. So maybe this time not even want to mess with it. Kerrigan with the UMP going to get an easy kill. And this is very spread out from Luminosity. It seems like everyone's all over the map just trying to take a duel. They win one. That's Fallen, who takes out Dupree. He gets immediately traded back upon them.
4 on 3 now, and it's going to be Luminosity with not really much to work with. The bombs all the way towards the top middle, and we have got Cold Zero making his way towards mid doors as well. He takes a ton of damage there, goes down to 12, and it's Fur joining him up with the bomb as well. There's literally nothing they can really hope for here. Maybe one more kill, but they both have Glocks, and I don't really hold much faith for them here as they go for the doors. First go from Zipex, surely get the second, there it is, and 9-8. Astralis take the lead once more, and this is where we should see Luminosity buying into this one. Should have plenty to work with in terms of AKs. Managed to get an AWP as well. Cheeky.
All right. So we can see where that was going.
So it's going to be Fallen on the orb. He has got head armor as well. So this becomes very interesting all of a sudden.
I mean, this is pretty crazy because they might not expect an AWP out this early.
And they've got decent long spawns as well. So there's a smoke towards the corner as well. They have got someone flashing over. Let's go for that first up pick and see if they can actually push the CTs back here.
Well, here's that fast spawn towards long. Bombing flashbangs. Fallen's blind as he recovers, though. He almost gets that shot, but Kerrigan takes advantage of the miss. Gets a kill, and LG still has to fight their way out, but Kerrigan is really caught in an awkward spot. There are smokes, and he's going to grab an angle. He wants to get aggressive. They're losing so much HP, Luminosity, through this smoke. Xypnix is doing massive damage to him. There's another smoke to go down, and still Cold is isolated at the blue bin, and Kerrigan knows this. What more can he do? Cold is trying to get out. He wins that battle. Kenny with a second one, down to 33, and his teammates are not going to be able to join him because the smoke is fading away. Kerrigan's getting assistance as well, coming down long very, very quickly. Device is going to be here in the fight, and he sprays down Fallen, and there's Kerrigan onto Cold. Finally, he's gone.
Great use of the smokes there from Astralis, actually segregating all the terrorists. No backup can actually come in once that smoke's down in the double doors. They're flashing and smoking effectively, working together, and they actually come out on top of that gunfight as well. It's going to be a 4-on-2. Fur has got the AWP. He's in T-spawn, but surely Astralis can't throw this round away. It'd be an absolute travesty if they did, I have to say. But FNX and Fur remain with bomb in hand. Fur 21 HP, surely can't do anything with this.
Yeah, they're very split at the moment as well.
Yes.
FNX is up on Catwalk, Fur obviously in T-spawn with the bomb and an AWP, so it's got to essentially be FNX that does something here. Because at the moment, it almost looks like Fur is just saying, if you don't get a kill, I'm just going to save this gun, so I'm staying far back, and he doesn't.
It's a very defensive angle there from Device as well, not even spotting towards shore. He wants the terrorist to be fully committed before he even gets a spot, and a chance to take his head off there, and it gives him the kill. Now it's going to be Fur with That low HP and the bomb, 15 seconds to work with. I think just saving the AWP here. Saving the AWP is obviously very viable. If you have a player like Fallen taking the AWP to the next round, he can make some magical things happen with that.
Well, here's the big question mark we're going to have is that are they going to force buy behind this? Because outside of the AWP, they will have absolutely nothing. Oh, the leg shot is brutal. After the round as well, he's going to get no money. He has exactly $0.
That's absolutely correct. So after losing 3 in a row, they get $2,400 loss bonus. But if you die after the round timer expires, you get 0. So that's happening to Fur right now. And
nightmare situation.
Yeah, great chance for Astralis to capitalize here. They get the AWP themselves, picked it up. They get it for free. It's going to be device on that weapon. So let's see where they decide to go. Going very aggressive towards middle. Obviously, he knows they've got nothing to work with here. Get that first pick. Doesn't land the shot, but just spot a couple of players there. And now will be falling back, readjusting himself towards the A round.
Even Dupree losing a long-range battle. He's brought down to about 45, so he's got to get passive. Good control for Luminosity, but I mean, the only thing is the lack of rifles, lack of nades. They can't really do anything. They have the control. There's just nothing they can use to leverage themselves into a hit on the bomb site.
Trying to do the cannon fodder approach here, trying to cover the planter and see if he can just run on and get a short plant down here. Hopefully find the first kill. Comes down to this kill here. If Zipex can't find anything, surely they should be finding kills here, but not letting the shots. Device finally gets one. He takes down Cold Zera. The bomb still with a great opportunity to be planted here.
Oh, that was dangerous. Device able to get that kill, able to get the AWP as well. But yeah, I mean, that was the thing. Luminosity blows up through that smoke, and they actually kept Zipnix at an awkward timing when he's rotating down the ramp, so he's out in the open with no cover. Yeah. And then they were even almost able to get even more off of it. The plant itself was kind of a miracle, considering they had no flashes, no smokes. And 2 kills on top of that is well done with what you had to work with.
Absolutely. Just had pistols and no utility whatsoever. So just did that bum rush into the A site and through the smoke. Like I said, took Zipex down and made things a little bit uncomfortable with Device as well. But they get the bomb down in a couple of kills. That's all they really wanted going into this round. And they do have decent cash here. You can see it's going to be Taco on the AWP. Surely we're swapping that over. Yeah, there it goes over towards Fallen. It's just going to be Fur who's footing the burn a little bit as he goes down to the Tech 9.
You think maybe they said Taco take that long spawn and go for the op pick, and he was like, hell no.
Yeah, it's just like I learned my lesson there, guys.
Like, I don't do that.
Well, he's going to be doing the smoke towards the Xbox right now, so potential default here. Even if you don't commit to this, it's a pretty default way to actually pit down and just take the vision away from the CTs, even if you don't go up towards Catwalk. But now we have got Device. He's pushing off this area, so that actually helps him out a little bit. It takes away the aggro from lower B and allows him to go for a straight-up pick here.
Look at Device, though, remaining aggressive. He knows it's going to come that flashbang. That's such a nice flash, and actually now jumping. Wow. Oh, what a conversion from Device. Yeah. That could have been a very awkward fight.
Does he stay here now? Because he's by himself, and that's just the kill given away. I think when you have that sort of kill and you're by yourself, surely take the man advantage, but...
he still has it. He got one more there right at the end.
Oh, did he actually get one?
He got one.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
it wasn't the close one. He shot at the close player. He killed Cole.
Oh, I see. Him. So he literally got one for free, essentially. Yep. Just don't know if you're naming. Okay.
A little bit fortunate. So yeah, very lucky. You're exactly right. I mean, if this was a 4-4, that would be a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah. All right. Well, that works. They all count, regardless.
So there's no sloppy. We don't take back slop kills.
No. Okay. Well, 4-on-3 then. Luminosity still have smokes to play with. Have got short control, and all 3 players committed.
This is a really interesting read though by Astralis. Look at this defense. 3 members over towards the B bomb site. No one at A. Kerrigan is out towards long.
This is kind of nuts.
I'm wondering why they're doing this, giving up the site for free.
It's not like they've got tons of utility to go for a massive retake here. They've got flashbang, sure, but it's still going to be difficult considering Fur has a smoke, and I guess it is banking on having the man advantage and making sure they come in effectively and trade frags 1-for-1, and they technically should be able to win the round in that fashion. Let's see how they decide to go with this.
Well, Taco's got that AWP that he gave away, and FNX is just a little bit bummed that he just ate that much damage. Molotov is going to force him forward again. Zipnix should be prepared for this. Cajun's not. There's Zipnix. He does eventually get that kill. Fur's going to take up the position, though. 3-on-2 for Astralis on this retake. 1 member in the side, that's Taco, and he's got to do something with his AWP. Flicks down, can't get the shot off in time. Fur does win his. 1-on-2, no nades to keep him off the bomb. That's a smoke. If he wants to get the defuse, he's going to have to commit himself to this. He's going to throw the Tech 9 as a fake flash, and Dupree is having none of it. So Astralis, that works out for him.
Yep. Obviously, we talk about it's a little bit of old news now. Obviously, the 5-second on the bomb now, an extra 5 seconds to the CTs does make these retake strategies a lot more viable, especially when you have the man advantage as well. I want to see the second kill. How did I miss this?
He double scoped, so it was a little awkward.
Okay, yeah, so he got the player behind him. Like, he was going for the shot close range to him, but still, I would say they all count. It's going to be 12-8 from Astralis. No all this time for Luminosity. It's going to be lost bonus getting to maximum stage 5 here. And they're going to do the long take once again. Going to be locking down the CT player. That's Kerrigan trying to do what he can, but comes out from the blind and actually takes one down. It's an equal exchange though as Fallen fights back, and they have got control along now.
Kerrigan's playing with a heavy set of balls in this game.
Yeah.
Completely blind, crossing over long like that through a smoke. And it works out for him. Gets that kill, gets a lot of intel as well.
The thing is as well, once he's told his teammates that there's 3 or 4 players towards long, that gives his comrades on the other side of the map, his CTs, to push towards middle and try and find isolated players that maybe by themselves towards mid doors. Is exactly what they do and get the man advantage here. So now the terrorists do have to work a lot harder. Once again, it's going to be Astralis with 1-man advantage as we enter the 1 minute mark here. Zipex, though, presumably getting behind the barrels at this point. This can be a very good position to find in that 1 kill, just to lock them down, but actually going a little bit more aggressive this time.
Astralis has a decent amount of utility as well. 3 Molotovs used, no smokes, but Zipnix has 1 of them, and he's going to get aggressive. He's got to be very careful on the timing of the smoke. He's got to have it down because the rest of LG is going to follow this up, and he is in a very committed position. There is Device in the bomb site with an AWP, but Fallen finds him for free. Molotov going to go into the site. That forces Device away, so now he's got to have a tough job to do it. Fallen finds him as well. The captain of Luminosity coming up huge in this round. 3 kills for him in an 8-12 scenario, and it's another retake for Astralis.
Yeah, Zipex, I feel like that's a very ballsy move from him, but regardless, every occasion coming in the back, he does get that kill on towards Taco. Now in a great position, but an even better shot from Fallen. It's going to be Dupree in the 2-on-1 situation, trying to do what he can from long. He is detected as well. Flashbang comes in. This is pretty much his last attempt. Flashes both of them, so an opportunity to get that shot towards shore, but now the terrorist is going to be adjusting himself. Going to be 1 player towards quad. Towards City spawn, and City Fallen capitalising there. So it all comes down to Zipex. I have to say, he puts himself in a position where he can potentially find 1 kill, but if he finds nothing out of that, he's giving the round right back to Luminosity. In that
he's also essentially neutralizing the Molotov he has in his pocket as well, because if he spots out that attack, he can drop a Molotov and buy time. Regardless, though, some absolutely ridiculous shots from Fallen in that round. He got all 5 kills. He grabbed the ace, and it's a critical round because now look at where he has Astralis sitting. The money is gone. No one is above $1,000. So losing this, and Astralis is back onto a save, and that allows Luminosity to tie the score up.
Yeah, let's be clear. I don't mind Zipex going aggressive there. You just need to have an exit strategy. You have someone with you who can flash you out, or there's someone who can get the refrag if you do go down. There's something to work with. There's something to actually a plan to go forward in that situation.
Yeah, it also actually hurts Device, who's pinned down in the bomb site. If there had been even 1 player long for Luminosity, that could have been such an easier take than Fallen hitting that ridiculous shot. There's the jump, but Device doesn't fall for it. Nice bait, but he can't get away in time. Taco is able to trade that off. So nicely done from Luminosity.
Well then, 4-on-4. We have got that boost position towards City spawn there. That's going to be Dupree. You can see with the way he's crouched right now. He's just looking for the little gap. We can go on Dupree quickly. I'll show you what I mean.
Well, hold the phone.
Can't hear that. It's fine.
Because there's going to be a stream of grenades over long A. Zipnix is just waiting very close up.
Looks like they're trying to bait out some of the utilities in CTCS.
I feel like Taco has such advanced positioning on catwalk. He has control, so they want to fake out towards long. They're hoping they can get 1 player, the Kerrigan, I believe that is, at the cars to kind of cheat over towards long. And then they can hit catwalk, but it's not working at the moment. He's going to be there zoned in.
Molotovs do come towards the site. Flashbangs as well. Kerrigan still has vision towards shore boat. Easy shot from him to take down Fur. Now can reposition himself. Another flashbang comes in. He takes a tighter angle. Wants to watch the players crossing towards the bomb site, but they're not going to be doing that just yet. Zipex finds a kill towards Taco. Should be Kerrigan cleaning up here. Another easy shot for him. He takes down Cold Zero. And now at this point, FNX in a desperate situation. Let's find that kill though. Zipex locks down the round. 13-9 now. And it's Luminosity looking a bit lost. I think that's their money actually in disarray.
Yeah.
So they get the tactical pause coming in now. They're on about 2k average. And it's definitely Astralis making a convincing case here to take Dust2.
Yeah, they've at least planted 3 times in this half, which allowed them to have so many more buys, but they lose immediately after winning, which is a huge, huge bummer. So tactical timeout.
Yeah, they've actually only won a single round here on the second half. It's currently 6-1 in the CT's favour, and they actually only kept 2 players alive in that last round. So they got fully reset. They only get 1,400 going to this round, so they are in a horrible situation at 13-9. Like, even if they took the eco now, with $1,900, it still would be a pretty shoddy buy going to the next. I think they could just about squeeze out an AWP, but depending on the kill when they get the bomb down.
And now, here comes the thing, because Luminosity, one of their big strengths, one of the things that all their tactics are based around is getting that opening kill and kind of working the map from there. Yep. They haven't been able to do that. Astralis has been dominating them in the early portions of these rounds. Like, the first 30 seconds is usually, it's either a 1-for-1 trade, but rarely is Luminosity getting away with any kind of an advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they can't really do much here. You can see Kerrigan now, in terms of the buy going forward, he's adjusted to the MP7, trying to farm a little bit of extra cash up against the unarmed players. Can be a very versatile weapon indeed. Lots of run and gun potential there, and has chews up unarmored opponents. So Luminosity will be coming in a weapon away. It's not like the MP7, like I said, it's very good against unarmored opponents. As soon as you give that into the hands of a terrorist going up against CTs at long range, doesn't really work. But here we go then, LG forcing their way into the B site. Don't really have many options here. It's going to be Cage and B and Dupree mowing them down. Simple and very easy for them to handle as they take 14-9 here. And the money's, like I said, still not great. 3 Galils, an AK, and Taco, what's he got remaining? He can buy an AK and armor. That's about it as well. I think it's just working out whether he wants the nades. And he actually does.
And Kerrigan's just going to keep the MP7, so a little bit of a bonus round for him.
As you would call it, the Jaden round, Moses, I think. Is that you that says that?
We're gonna have to have words after.
Oh no, it's that other guy, isn't it?
That's that one other guy.
That's that other guy.
we won't speak his name.
Well, then here we go. It's gonna be LG, looking like more of a Devo here. Smoke towards Xbox once again. With the only AK-47 towards the top middle. We'll be flashing teammates through to Lord's lower B. He wants to give them some vision there. That pushes back any AWP that's pushed through, but it doesn't stop Device. He gets towards short, takes down Fur, and they've got the man advantage. They've probably gathered what kind of weaponry the terrorists have got here as well, so they can play a very defensive stance here.
And LG is just going to head right up catwalk. It's going to be what a shot, Device. Or Dupree, I mean, excuse me. That is absolutely dirty for him to work with. Good spams back in return, but he's done the damage.
It's the anyway boost. We don't really see too often now in CSGO. It's quite predictable, but every now and then chuck it in there, and these kind of key situations can be very important. Here comes a drop down. No smoke towards City Spawn. That's kind of crazy from Taka to jump down in that situation. If you have no smoke when you drop down, you've got about 7 different angles potentially CTs be waiting for you. That's pretty much game at this stage. Luminosity did what they could. It's Astralis adjusting and finding that first pick and then funneling.
I'm wondering if maybe, because it's so insane that I almost want to make, find an excuse as to why he did that. Maybe one of his teammates who had fallen before that was supposed to throw that smoke and he didn't realize that he wasn't going to have it on the execute.
It doesn't make sense regardless. Like, if you don't have smoke there, it's almost like a suicide.
I'm just saying maybe he thought that it was going to be thrown. Let's help him out a little bit, Henry.
Yeah,
Come on now.
We'll go with that then. He thought the smoke was there. 15-9, and it's going to be Tech 9, CZs, a Scout, and an AK. Surely we're not going to see some miracle from the Brazilians here. This would be absolutely gutting for Astralis to throw away. This is the perfect opportunity to finish this one off. You can see that this is the problem though with Astralis. We always talk about this. When they get in touching distance, they can taste the victory. That's when they start to turtle up. They stop losing that killer instinct, but it's Dupree finds the first kill, so potentially have got over that just now. Yeah,
this does not look like an Astralis that's going to lose its killer instinct at the moment as these last couple of rounds have gone, especially against a CZ, a Tech 9, and a Scout are 3 of the 4 weapons still remaining on the board for Luminosity, and Fallen, he's just perched. And if he swings out any wider, it's going to be Scout on off, but Device, the timing doesn't work out.
Here we go then. Device smokes off towards long and backs up, but Fallen, even if he hits him, it has to be a headshot here. And Device now, here's the shot. It's going to be more aggression here coming in. Hits the shot through the box there, takes down Fallen, but it's Fur to find the kill on towards Zipex now. It's going to be very aggressive, and the bomb will be planted towards short as well.
Yeah, which is scary. It actually got delayed a little bit, so it's not even down yet. So FNX has got to be aggressive to try and bail him out. So he's given up that plant positioning. Not that it was going to do too much to begin with. It was a CZ. Yeah. So Fur's got to do something miraculous, and he's not able to. And now it's all down to FNX. And once again, just too much to go against. It's going to be a 16th round for Astralis. They will take Dust2 and the first map 16-9. After a very, very strong performance.
I said coming into this one, it's been Luminosity's T-side and Dust2. It's been the one that's actually not been convincing for me when I've watched them on live. Sloppy execution, seem to have a lack of an objective. Like we said on Dust2, that's fine, but you need to be making good mid-round decisions. I didn't really see that happening. Never got control of their economy, really. Their CT was actually fine. It was actually